Was it as painful as it looked, or more afterwards when the emotion of the game kind of calms down?
It was. What are you talking about?
The cut.
Oh yeah, it was. I mean, it was kind of painful. It was not a big deal. Yeah, it wasn't a big deal.
On a 2-0 to start the year, just how you feeling about the way you guys are playing early on here?
Yeah, we're doing some good stuff. I mean, offensively, we've been good. I know we're generating a lot of chances. We still got to tighten it up defensively, though. We gave up a lot of shots last night, especially in the first period. We did a good job making some adjustments and got back to our game, so that's a good sign. But we still need to tighten it up.
At your game, a couple of the words that were said by your line mates, real competitive, hard worker, maybe doesn't get recognized for that. You generally get recognized more for points. Is that a fair assessment? Is that something you feel can change as you work your way through the league here in year two?
I try to be, that guy. I mean, I definitely don't want to be that guy that's known, just for offense and stuff like that, and his liability defensively and stuff like that. I don't think I am by any means, but you could get that reputation pretty quick. So I try my best to work hard all over the ice, especially in the D zone, and be above guys and be in the right spot. So. It's good. It's nice of my line mates to pick up on that, which is always it's always good to hear. So I work for that.
How much of your breakaways is just anticipation of where the puck's going to be and you get breakaways? You've always obviously had lots of breakaways in junior and stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of reading the game and reading a certain situation, but at the same time, you don't want to get caught. I just talked to the last question about trying to be responsible defensively, and now we're talking about blowing the zone early. So I try not to do that, but sometimes there's a situation for it. And I thought last night was a good time for it. We had a couple guys back, and the shot was knocked down, and there was a good opportunity to kind of spring free there. And Russ did a great job getting in front of it, and Nebs did a good job of finding me. So when you get chances like that, it's important you're putting them away.
You figure the line now after a couple of games. You've figured out, Luch and Ebbs, and they figured you out. Okay, here's what's going to happen when you guys got the pucks.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely feel very comfortable playing with those guys now. I've said it all along. We've been trying to get better and better each and every game. And I think we have done that, and we're getting a better understanding for each other where we're going to be. Even in the D zone, it's there's a lot of reading off each other, and I think we're getting better at that as well. So that's good stuff.
A long-term injury last year. What advice would you give Jack about just staying patient and dealing with inactivity for the long period he's looking at?
Yeah, I mean, it's not fun. It's really hard. It's hard mentally more than it is physically. Honestly, the injury heals, but mentally it's tough to stay there. But ultimately, it's just about being ready and coming back and being at the top of your game and not skipping a beat. I think that's the main thing. And it's a few things. It's a credit to the doctors you're working with and the team around you that is kind of working on you to get better. But it's also yourself and keeping yourself in shape. It's hard to do that. I mean, you're looking at 2 months, a month, whatever. I mean, it's hard to kind of stay focused like that. But it's obviously important. So.
Are you feeling kind of as good as you look out there, like when it comes to just comparatively, maybe speaking to last year, your first couple games as a rookie as opposed to your first couple as a second-year player?
Yeah, as a rookie, it's tough to come into the league like that unless you're Austin Matthews. So it's for us normal people, it's hard. So I definitely feel a lot more comfortable this year, and I feel pretty good and very confident out there.
You noticed last year you were seeing, halfway through the year, you're seeing the other team's best two defensemen. Is that just going to be a steady diet for you? You just figure, okay, it's going to be Giordano or Brody or whoever it's going to be pretty much every game?
It doesn't matter. I think the beauty of the team that we have is there's a lot of good players, and you can match up against either line. And if our line gets the top two, then that leaves Nuge and Drat and Patty and the rest of the guys kind of open. And same thing if they want to match up against other lines, and it leaves us open. So I think that's the beauty of having three good centermen like that. And even we're getting a bunch of contribution from our fourth line as well, and a huge goal from Tess last night. So when you're getting contribution like that, it makes it hard to match up against.
When you score 12 goals in 2 games, is there a mindset while you want to show up the defense? You're saying to yourself, we can score a lot of goals. If we have to win the game, 7-4, we'll win the game 7-4. If we have to win the game 5-3, we'll win the game 5-3.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to win the game any way you can, and it's definitely nicer to win the game 7-4 than lose it 7-4. So you're going to win. You want to win the game any way possible. If you're going to win 1-0, great. If you're going to win 10-9, great. It doesn't really matter. It's about how you get it done. So, but ultimately, you do need to tighten it up. I don't think you can expect us to get 7 or 5 goals every game. So it's definitely not the kind of hockey that is successful later. That's for sure. So, and I think it's just all about figuring that out.